Young Sash.
Yeah.
One thing we ain't never gonna tolerate or accept in this lifetime is light skin disrespect. But because the 6 paths of love of the world, we're not gonna make it all about that today. We here to get into why trying to make ninjas happy is every black man's downfall.
Yeah.
Y'all hating on the Keith Lee effect, but you like the Dame Dash effect. Who you with?
Keith Lee, man. All the way.
Word. Oh my God, Sash. Oh my, I don't know.
Oh my.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. All right. But more important than anything else, before I get to cooking, up, right? We got to get into one very, very, very important thing. And Sash, do you know what that is?
Tell me.
It's the 6 past commandments.
Best.
I can't. I didn't even say my name. I just told you what it was. Oh, you can't do that, buddy. You can't do that. No, I'm joking, man. 6 Paths Dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me. And
Best.
We still going with Bez.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta add something to it, man. That's just, like when we talk about one syllable and how one syllable, you know what I'm saying? Unless you Nas, Drake, who else is one syllable and that's their whole name? Who else? Wait, anybody else? So here we are, guys. We're here. So we're gonna find out. Like we did a little pre-production. I don't know how much of that meant anything to you, but I went through a whole history of black folks and Dame Dash and all that. So we're gonna connect the Keith Lee effect. Hold on, we're gonna connect the Keith Lee effect, the Dame Dash effect, what that means for black folks, and we also gonna get into the situation with 50 and everything that goes on with that. But as a cautionary tale. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but this is me getting this fresh cut. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to my barber. My barber was having a whole confrontation. Yeah. Shout out to my yeah. It's so many bars. It's so many bars in that joint. I'm gonna clip that up 5 seconds by 5 seconds. What the one where you say, and I don't give you permission to be my enemy.
Yeah, bro. He said after today is done, bro.
After today is done. That's another bar. I forgot he said that. I forgot he said that. But now, okay, all right. So I was building a little bro, and so we was talking about pretty much like the trying to connect this whole timeline of Keith Lee going on these tours. So what Keith Lee does is he picks a city, a major city or area, whatnot, and what he does is he goes to all the most populous or recommended places to go eat at, and then what he likes to do is stay in the car while his family goes out to get the food that he wants, so no one knows that he's coming to review the food, so that they can get an honest idea of what the service is, what the food is like, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We will conquer all Sancho Shima. My bad, yo. I had to help little one and whatnot. So, anywho, so Keith Lee goes on these trips and whatnot. So, what I want to kind of get into this whole timeline and kind of how he's becoming not so much public enemy number one, but it's becoming cool to kind of hate on Keith Lee and to mess with him. But it's all kind of spawning or coming from honesty. And we have to admit now, again, I keep telling y'all, right now we are we are at the precipitous. Is that I don't know which one works. Whichever one works, Sash. Of the greatest black renaissance ever, but we can't get there if we're not putting effort into the right things. Okay, getting caught up in feeling like, bear with me, chill, just ride with me, relax, don't worry about that roach. I went the other day. I went to this black restaurant. People been telling me to go into for a long time. My coworker wanted to go over there, so I took him over. They already had lunch. Discipline, I ain't buy nothing. All right, there was a big fat lady from the transit company. It's always some big girls working for the transit. You know what I'm saying? It's always some big. I'm saying they gonna be having them white short sleeve shirts and them blue pants. All right. Matter of fact, I don't think you can wear them pants if you don't got a big butt. You can't be wearing them work pants. You know what I'm saying? they always stick around the waist with them pants. I think if you wear them, either you gotta be big to wear them or they make you gain weight. But either way, don't worry about that. Yo, I came in there. I had to help him out. I came in there and killed the roach myself. And I said nothing. The realest. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been somewhere and saw not only a roach, a big roach. And I know that roaches aren't loud and not like cats, you know what I'm saying, the dogs where you can hear they claws ruffling around. But you kind of feel like, yo, even if you'd have told the guy working there, yo, that's a big old roach right over there, I felt like he would have like just gave me a look. Well, it just wouldn't have went well. He wouldn't have been gracious about it at all. They would have said,
"What you talking about, man?
Oh, is that the hand motion you think he would do?
Yeah, you talking about, man?
So you think you spray water?
Like, maybe I don't know the person. Not just how she's like, are you gonna order food or not?
Yeah, he hit you with the hurry up and buy. But anywho, let's get into these series of Keith Lee videos and the light skin disrespect. All right, listen, I will listen. Let me tell you right now, y'all come my way with that, I will get out sharpened on all y'all. And I wish I had an out sharpened impression. I break that joint on right now. Don't worry about that though. Let's go ahead and get to this first joint. Fair use. Don't be hating. And yeah.
Keith Lee. Ever since he went to that award show a couple of days ago and the host didn't even know who he was, it seems like people have made it a TikTok trend to start clowning on him, even though he has one of the best reputations in the influencer community. It all started when this guy named Gerald went up to Keith Lee as a joke and started calling him DDG. In the video, Keith got super annoyed, and he even began calling out the guy, saying, "I know what you're doing." And ever since, people have started to hate on Keith Lee to the point where I kind of feel bad for him. There were a couple of people in the comments defending him, but then a lot of the other comments looked like this. People keep on trolling Keith Lee.
All right, so I'm going to play the video that he's talking about. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. Maybe a part of it was the outfit. Sometimes we bring on negative energy with outfits. I ain't gonna lie. That I mean, it's giving Milli Vanilli. And that's way before your time. It wasn't even thought of by no one. I'm saying, like, you know, I was barely alive. I just learned how to walk by the time Milli Vanilli had came and gone. Pause. All right, but let me go ahead and find that video for y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming in and coming out because listen, I saw some yams, so some big Shirley Link yams, and I want to see them again. Hold on, here we go.
Oh my God, you know DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro.
Again.
DDG.
I get your content.
DDG, bro.
I get your content.
I thought you were DDG, bro.
I mean, I don't know if it's the headscarf. Let me tell you something else too. Niggas that got dreads, you gotta realize you can't do what you want to do with your hair. You can't just put anything on your hair. Okay, like, yo, they'll put anything on their hair. Anything. They can put any kind of hat on, any kind of head covering. Like, you know, y'all got out of control with the bonnets. I'm gonna tell you right now, if anyone I know that I'm close to in any kind of way, if we're cool, if you put a bonnet on, we're done.
That's crazy.
We're done. If you ever put a bonnet on, you were finished. I will never look at you again. All right, you know what I'm saying? I will pass by you in the street and shoulder bump you.
But what if I had like a bodacious afro on that?
Yo, fam. If I ever hear you refer to your hair as being bold, first of all, no one knows what bodacious means.
Yeah, heard Jack Black say it a couple times.
First of all, you bring up Jack Black to substantiate anything. It's especially when there's a black dude. Goodness gracious, Keith Lee effect. let's go ahead and continue to follow this timeline. So I want to also kind of get into like what's going on and what point Keith Lee is at in his success, and this is what always goes on, especially when with I don't want to call it. It's kind of a new experience for the black celebrity. Now, people have always antagonized celebrities and whatnot, but again, when you start becoming very famous, we got to realize that again, black folks associate all positive things with white people.
Yeah.
We associate being smart with white people. We associate talking proper English with being white. We associate wanting to live somewhere good with being white. We associate good credit with being white. You associate everything good with being white and everything negative as being a real nigga. And don't get me wrong. I am probably a very real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely by real nigga definitions. But at the same time, you know, even that concept in itself is so unique to black people, because it's all about authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And that obsession for authenticity, you know what I'm saying, comes from your trust issues. All right. And trust issues in all aspects, but mostly not trusting trusting yourself.
Yeah.
Having faith in yourself and being clear on who am I? What do I stand on? And what am I about? So what's going on with Keith Lee right now is that you become successful enough for people to feel like I could just mess with you.
Yeah.
I could just tear you down. All right. Because again, I always tell you, when you're the guy, when you're the man, all right, people start seeing you like they start being careless with you. The bigger you become, the more and more careless people are with you.
Yeah.
Like they'll feel as though like they can say things to you as if you made a stone and they're talking to a statue. All right, they see it more and more like talking ish to the Statue of Liberty and whatnot. You know what I mean? Even if I got the biggest and hardest brick I could pick up and whatnot, if I threw it at the Statue of Liberty, I'm gonna feel like, yeah, it's a Statue of Liberty. I can throw a brick at you, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still putting dents in a statue. It's still a historical monument. I'm still doing damage. So it's kind of like that. But shout out to Keith Lee though, because for an influencer to have security, man, he's doing pretty good. I don't get how he makes money, but you know, he's doing pretty good.
All the sponsorships.
Is that what it is, or are you doing the Sash freestyle?
No, that's what a lot. That's where that
New
real
Sash.
money, that's where that real money comes in from. You know, it's not
New badge.
anything new. You know, sponsorships is where the real money's at.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because TikTok pays you a penny per 1,000.
Woo, kid.
Always going to be making a lot of money on those videos. So sponsorships and going to certain events help a lot. If
I found out that you just gave me a mixtape, you're going to little brother jail.
I've been watching influencers like all my life, man. Like I got pretty good grasp on how
he's like money. He's a cyborg.
Cyborg.
You watch TikTok so much that you're a cyborg. Cyborg is like TikTok is like a part of you. You know everything. You are jacked in. You're like the cyborg character. You're jacked in. All right, and tapped into TikTok. Whatever happens, you can feel it. You know when a video goes viral, Sash knows about it. All right, because you know about you have all the most random information like ever. You had a whole conversation earlier about 3D printing. I'm over here watching like,
yeah, because I 3D printed.
Save the content for the camera, superstar. Luckily, the camera is on.
Yeah.
Well, I will call the little brother cops on you. They whole unit. You know what I'm saying? These teenagers, they're real bright, they're strong. They play football, you know what I'm saying? They all over 18.
That's crazy.
Word. That's what I thought. I seen his little brother getting locked up. You know what I mean? He on basketball shorts.
Don't let him out.
Anywho. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get into another video, because I think again we got to really understand and get into this timeline of how we got here. Because what we see going on is when Keith Lee started. All right, so for example, for myself, now I think I knew who he was, but I became more aware of Keith Lee during his Atlanta tour, right? And Hold on a second, y'all. All right, boom, production. All right, so fair use. We pulled up the Keith Lee and Atlanta John. Somebody covered this John, so they have one of his videos. I haven't watched it yet, so hopefully that thing happens. No boobs pop out, and no one gets beat up like Dom in the body. I don't know if y'all seen these pictures of Dom in the body. The old girl who said she got over, who went diamond in the bodies that she got. Like she went platinum in like penis. She went penis platinum. All right. She basically said, I got 8,000 bodies on me. Whoa, ma'am. Where'd you find the time? That means that you've been getting smashed for 10 years straight.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bro.
Like, you know, I'm like, you must have no time to go to computer school. Okay, but anywho.
It's like a spirit bomb or something.
Yeah, she got hit by enough dudes to form. Hold on, I gotta make sure you see best of God. You know what I'm saying? She got hit by so many dudes that she took all the dudes that hit her. She'd be able to do a spirit bomb based off of that. She did spirit bomb off her body count. She freezes out of here. Oh. Maybe not the androids, but Freezer's done. Yeah. She getting Freezer out of here. She hit Freezer with one of those and whatnot. The Freezer's and you know what? He could be in final form too. Final form Freezer. Okay, she can get him out of here. Good job, Sash. That was funny enough. All right, funny enough, Sash. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. I believe the children of the future. Wish them well and let them lead the way. That's right. We do vocals on the show. And I want Sash to develop his vocals, you know what I'm saying, so he can have a unique tone where you can't figure out whether he's singing or not, like CeeLo. You know, you can't figure out whether CeeLo sing. I don't know if CeeLo can sing. I don't know if Drop can sing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they song be so unique. I don't know if you can sing good. I just know I'm enjoying it, and you getting these notes off. Yeah. All right, here we go. I like the cha-cha. Hey.
Currently, we are at the Real Milk and Honey. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. We are at the Real Milk and Honey on Main Street in College Park. Before we came, we attempted to call our order in. We were greeted with an automatic message that said they do not take call-in orders. The automatic message said the only way you can do pickup is through DoorDash. We went through DoorDash. They was closed.
All right, right there and there. Terrible leadership. That makes no sense. Why?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Do DoorDash? What? Why DoorDash? Why not all of the food delivering platforms?
Yeah, Grubhub, Uber Eats. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of them, man. I don't know.
That's hate. That's hate for your own people. Because you know ninjas is coming here to eat. What you mean? They say you only could do pickup. He said pickup through DoorDash. Yeah. Hold on, it's DoorDash. I'm supposed to be. That's a delivery service.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, man. I can't make sense of it. So, Atlanta logic, man. I don't know.
Atlanta is becoming Atlanta. You know another thing too is Atlanta is a again. Black folks love a good fancy, and Atlanta is one of our fancies of. Excuse me. When you go there, it's the land of milk and honey and endless opportunity. You know what I mean? It's the Mecca for Black folks and whatnot. But more and more, because of the internet. Now, if there was no internet, y'all would have went on like Paris, France, and no one would have known that you got a bunch of homeless people over the sidewalk, everybody pissing and peeing. And all you guys have was out. We got the internet now, so people can speak on how terrible of a place it is. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, I used to want to go to Atlanta because I've always been told about how women outnumber or the men. But that was pre-social media. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna go down there and be a regular dude, and you're gonna go ahead and everyone's just promiscuous and you have a good time. Now, again, you even got these big backs getting surgery, you know what I'm saying? Getting their stomach taken in. Yeah. But you think everywhere else. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I do like it, you know what I'm saying? But I know you tricked me. I know you tricked. No, a big booty don't come with a flat stomach. It's not how it works. Okay? All right.
Yep.
All right. I'm stopping here and there because I want to get. No, YouTube said we can't monetize your video. Relax. You mad trash for that.
But online, it said they closed at 5 o'clock. We went on DoorDash at 4 o'clock, but we were already here, so we just went inside. I stayed in the car and my family went in and they told them they were closed early for deep cleaning. Yet the door's wide open and it's people still going in and grabbing their orders. Now we have no idea if those people ordered beforehand or what the case is. Also, the people who relayed this message, my family said were really nice. It's just the rules. And so far being in Atlanta, I found some places do have unique rules, and this is one of them. I want to be very clear, we're not blaming one.
Who closes a restaurant? Who closes a restaurant at 5 o'clock? I feel like this is a Saturday. Is it on a Saturday?
Maybe I don't know. No, this important. It's a tweaker cat.
Both of your cats be tweaking.
No, I mean, Storm's more active.
No, the other one, it just looked like he got another cat inside of him. That's just going to bust out. And just, you know, this is going to be a huge mess. And I feel like it's not going to get cleaned up. And that's when you guys going to have to move. This is going to be a big blood stain on the wall right there. That's just going to stay there for a while. Yeah.
Person or saying one person was rude in plain terms. Don't call this restaurant trying to get nobody fired. Ain't nobody do nothing. This is just the rules they had. If you don't like their rules not for you. And for me and my family, the rules just wasn't for us. We just not their target audience. For the record, afterwards, I did walk in and they did.
That's a very nice way of saying, all right, well, y'all go ahead, just y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping, cause that's a very nice way of saying, cause you tripping. Mm-hmm. What you on, folk?
Recognized and they attended the services, but I respectfully declined. I'm a normal person. I pay for my food like everybody else. I walk in spots like everybody else. We are all normal people. Respectfully, if you're not going to do it then, don't do it now. God bless you. But yeah, we're just trying to get some food. But I am going to make this very clear. I do not support, condone, or agree tearing down these businesses. While we personally may not have the best customer service experience, it does not mean you will have the same experience. That also don't mean go on Twitter and tear these businesses down. At the end of the day, business owners are people. You never know what people are going through. The only reason I'm even making this is to share my authentic and real experience like I always do. I don't mean no harm. I don't have no malicious intent, but I always say I'm going to be 100% honest, and that come with the good and the not so good. You don't know what nobody going through. So what we can't do is just judge off of somebody else's experience. If you would like to go to these places or any other place that I've been to, I encourage you to go try it for yourself and make your own opinion. But we still in Atlanta and we on Main Street and it's a bunch of spots here. So we're going to go to a different spot. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be.
All right. So that was the beginning of the tour.
Yeah.
The man couldn't have said it no more softer than that. And like I said, ninjas trying to make ninjas happy is the black man's greatest downfall. How nicely he say. He even said, don't tear him down. We ain't tearing one down. He just described some stupid rules. Yeah. That was stupid. That was foolishness.
The crazy part is Real Milk and Honey could have like skated by, but they just made this like really weird response video.
Oh yeah, that was another thing too. We ain't gonna play that, but yeah, but Real Milk and Honey, rather than being humble, rather than saying, "Hey, we're dedicated to bring you the best service possible." Yo, could you imagine like the CEO of McDonald's or whoever's in charge over there at McDonald's, basically making fun of someone's disability rather than saying, hey, let's go ahead and try to do a little better. You know what I mean? When it comes, let me tell you something, and the reason why we're beginning here is because Keith Lee has been exposing how bad black people are at leadership, being in charge, and creating and building things.
Yeah. Because that video was whack, bro. I was so confused because I see this bald dude and one of his workers come in. They're like, oh, Keith Lee said this about a restaurant. He was like, who? And I think he had this like glass of like some beverage, man. And it's just really weird.
Oh! That video was like sound. I just played because actually I have another video I thought was very, very funny and very fun. Let's go ahead and play it. All right, here we go, guys.
Much for attending this meeting on such short notice. First things first, we do appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to our restaurant. So thank you for that. Okay, a few important things to cover. Keith Lee is in town. So what does that mean? That means that everything needs to be clean.
My man literally against the wall is hilarious. With the suede blades. First of all, who wear the suede blades on the Humble? This definitely happened on a Tuesday. If you can't read it, says how Keith Lee has every restaurant owner in Atlanta right now.
Customer service needs to be impeccable and very important to keep in mind. If there is a wait list, he does not like to skip people on the wait list. So no special treatment whatsoever.
Man, who is Keith Lee?
What'd you say?
Babe,
No,
it's
what'd you
okay.
say? Say it
About the
again.
Blazers.
Say it again.
It's okay.
Woo! Fam, he got the tight plaid shirt under the blazer. They might actually be restaurant owners. That's definitely that I'm stressed outfit. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be careful with that blazer though. One standing, I might be over, bro.
Yo, you're probably right about that. All jokes aside, that's the realest thing you ever said, yo.
You just gotta go to the dry cleaners and pray, I guess.
Oh well, yo, okay. You know what? You know what? Listen, I feel like my generation and your generation. I mean, I feel like your generation is never going to use a dry cleaner. I think dry cleaners are going to be done after the previous generation get up out of here. Dry cleaning going to be done. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to put the dry cleaners. You're probably only going to be able to have a dry cleaners and a laundromat. It's going to be like there used to be places where they was only dry cleaning there. That's it. Alteration and dry cleaning, that was a whole business. And it was Asians, and they was the first to be buying Crocs. Okay, the Asians got all the slippers down pat. Matter of fact, and in culture, it's mad slippers, mad thong slippers, all that stuff. A thong slipper is crazy. Having socks for a thong slipper is crazy. You understand? Like this ready to just slide out them Jones. You understand? Yeah. But anyway, that was a pretty funny video, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to the next point. So this was one of the more controversial things that happened a few months back. Not a few months, but I'm lying there, like earlier this year, right? And it was with Sweetly Season's food truck, and basically I forget where he was, but basically he was somewhere in the country, and people knew that he was coming. Pause. And he came and reviews this food truck, Sweetly Seasoned. Now he came out the goodness of his heart, and he gave $4,000 to the restaurant owner and told her and gave her instructions on how to distribute that money. Yeah. The restaurant owner basically said, "F them kids, F y'all." She said, "F you, F you, F you, F you," and pointed to the handicap guy. Said, "You cool." But after the rest of y'all, and just rode off in the truck, you know what I mean? She's supposed to give out $1,000 worth of free food, which probably was most of the food she had prepared for the day. Yeah. So she would have made her money. I can't venture that this person probably makes more than $1,000. Can make more than $1,000 in a day. All right, because again, that would mean that your truck is making like 30 G's a month, and I refuse to believe that. Okay, it's food truck. It's possible. Yeah, but it's a food truck, and especially, don't get me wrong though. Black folks do have very low self-esteem, but before I get there, right, there would have been one thing that they needed to do. As far as Atlanta, as far as all these places, one thing they needed to do, and it's one person who could have came to the restaurant scene there and got them ready for Chief Keef, all right? And that is the most beautiful woman that I've seen in recent years, finding in all of them, finding in Holly. She finding in both Hollies, Holly and Haley, okay? She finding it in all the Instagram hoes. You understand? And y'all already know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know who it is. You know who it is, Sash. It's your favorite too. You got her poster on your wall.
What?
You wake up and look at it and touch your heart.
I don't think that happened.
Yo, you gonna stop using my first name, bro.
Work. Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest. I'm very mindful. You see my shirt? Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Be mindful of what.
Damn, I don't know what that means. And when I found out this is actually a man, you know what I'm saying, I just was like, yo, this is it's quite a world we're living in. You know what I'm saying, listen, if you can't win in this world, you suck. Okay, because that person is somehow famous for doing nothing. Okay, but again, there's some truth. Listen. There's a message in everything, nigga, even a bullet. All right, and that TikTok post, don't get it messed up, bro. It is a bullet because these restaurant owners were in fact not very demure,
Not very mindful.
not mindful, and they wasn't keeping it cutesy. Yeah. Simple enough. And beloved, that we about to get into, you know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all, them big arms always come with trouble. Okay. And when you see arms as big, it's always a problem.
It says that. So that's very interesting. So it looks as though the owner.
Hey,
don't let.
So it looks as though the owner of the Sweetly Seasoned food truck that has been.
You see her face? You already know she don't get along with nobody. Okay, so this is her. So like I said before, so what happened was she basically robbed these people. And I won't play the video of Keith Lee kind of addressing the situation and saying what the instructions were. But again, the point of me getting into this part of the story is because again he's been exposing how black folks, because it's a trend. Like, yo, this is like mad cities he's been to, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, if you're a restaurant owner, when you, it's one thing to not have the best taste in food. Now listen, white folks may put $1.5 million in renovating a space and getting stools and serving you a cup of fries and a mint burger on some kind of bun with a special name and whatnot. But one thing they won't do is have food that you cannot actually, well, it might happen. But I'm just saying, they won't have inedible food or they won't have the worst service possible.
Yeah.
All right. And then get mad if you say, hey, I don't want to feel as though I'm in danger or feel as though I can't speak up. Fam, when you go to Chick-fil-A, actually, no, that's what I'm gonna start doing too. If I start feeling down, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. So that because that's probably the only place a black man can get some respect in this country. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Matter of fact, hold on. I don't be a Chick-fil-A like that. So maybe that might not even be true. All right. So now we gotta do a experiment on. We gotta do a Chick-fil-A experiment. I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A experiment. We're gonna go to all Chick-fil-A's and we're gonna see if we're consistently respected as black men, and and we're gonna hold them to a high standard. But anyway, so that might be the only place that a black man can go in this country and be loved is at Chick-fil-A, except on Sundays. On Sunday you get no love. Sunday, if you Christian, go to church. If you do anything else, you better figure it out. All right, no chicken sandwich for you. Yeah, you just go to Wendy's. Where anything
People of God like Keith Lee.
Again,
people of God like Keith Lee. Well, they're God, but,
Word, I'm with you. But let's get back into her right here. Oh man, I would hate to have a problem with her.
And receiving so much backlash because of this whole Keith Lee situation and not actually giving out the money that he had given to her to tip to the barber and the braider that were outside of her truck at the time that Keith Lee had.
He's a social media influencer. You don't think anybody gonna talk about this? Like we thought was gonna happen. Like you're gonna say, "Oh man, it's all good. You kept all the money. Okay, yeah."
Showed up. She has made a statement, and this is what she had to say.
I am reaching out to you guys today because my son, he already called or texted, however, he got in touch with Sherelle and asked her if she can come get the money. From what I hear, she is refusing to get it. So now I am asking, and I'm asking my followers to please tag her and tell her Sweetly Seasoned is asking her to please come pick up their money.
So instead of actually apologizing, she just says that. So that's very interesting. So it looks as though the owner of the Sweetly Seasoned food truck that has been receiving so much backlash because of this whole Keith Lee situation and not actually giving out the money that he had given to her to tip to the barber and the braider that were outside of her truck at the time that Keith Lee had showed up. She has made a statement.
Oh, okay, my bad. That's a little okay. All right, cool. And again, now, Sash, what did you see in that video that I always talk about, and why I am so motivated to get into political office and clean up these streets? What did you notice about that woman?
Badly put on makeup.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say all that, bro. You started to get dark on Six Pass TV. Turned Six Pass TV into a whole golf channel.
Dark is crazy, bro.
For real, you get dark, man. It's this is Beds of Darkness, this is Black Sash. Black Sash.
Black.
Nah, man, Black. You know, I got Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Sash. Black Adam was not that bad, man. I don't think it was a bad movie. It'd been better if movie would have been better if Black Adam was about him fighting Superman, or at least at the end. I thought, all right, man, when you guys gonna plot a hero that we've seen before, you know what I'm saying? You know, we could have used a little flash there. And I'm like, it's not like it would have been just out of the realm of possibility to include heroes that we've seen before. They gave you all new people in Black Adam. But I really didn't think it was bad at all. I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, I think they were just, you know, tired of seeing the Rock play the Rock, I guess.
Rock play the Rock. What you mean?
It's a character he mostly plays. If you really go back to like the Jumanji movie he was in, Journey 2, just it's like the same dude.
Oh man, come on, man! It's not like, you know, he needed more range to play Black Adam. You don't even know who Black Adam. Most y'all don't know who Black Adam is. Okay, most y'all are not familiar with that guy, and or what make more freaking sense is, why is Black Adam not in the same movie as Captain Marvel? Like, why aren't they fighting? Why was that not part of the plot at all? Like, Black Adam had his own adventure. Actually, he was heroic in the movie. Isn't Black Adam like only like a villain?
He's like either what is it, like a anti-villain or a straight up villain?
When I say anti-hero, anti-villain, that makes no sense, okay? Because it's like no clear definition of what any of that means, okay? No one knows what that means. Because they've described the Breaking Bad series as your favorite anti-hero. He's so dope. So, all right, so you were saying that the dope boy around the corner, is he all is the dude who sells crack, is he also an anti-hero? Or is he just a dope dealer? What are you talking about?
So killed like 6 people, I think.
Oh yeah, yo, listen, Walter White got mad bodies, bro. Yeah. For a science teacher, got mad bodies. And listen, Breaking Bad, yeah, and Breaking Bad is not about a white guy who just decides to start become the biggest dope dealer ever. You know what I'm saying? It's about how at any age, because people don't know what Walter White has in common with Kevin Samuels, okay? In the last years of their life, they became immortalized. It doesn't matter how old that you become, okay? Walter White was mad old, okay? And he had cancer, and he turned his life around and went from being a respectable, someone who basically made the worst business decision of all time, and where he could have been a billionaire, he still turned his life around and became a huge dope dealer and made poison, the best poison possible to destroy the white people, the white trash that lives in that area, okay? And he did that within the last years of his life, and he didn't give up. All right, where's your resolve?
Trying to find it.
We're doing better today. We have more poise today. All right, hold on, guys. Don't blow your nose. Don't blow your nose. I hit play because we're catching this ball. Because just in case you gotta blow your nose. But I'm just saying. So if we were just in production. Say it again, bro.
Aura points.
Aura points.
Yes.
Is this something that you invented just now?
No, I'm not responsible. I don't take responsibility. This is Gen Alpha and Gen Z.
Gen Alpha. Fam, I keep telling y'all, I don't know any of the Gens. The only Gen I know is Gen the MC. And guess what, Sash? You about to learn Chinese. He don't get that joke at all. And I ain't going to explain it either. You know what my language either? Me and Nas got the same English teacher. All right, man. Nah, we was off camera and whatnot. He was talking about another content creator that does food, and he was saying that how much meaner other content creators are who do these kind of food reviews. So we're getting ready to play Keith Lee's time in DC. So this is his latest tour. The tour is so terrible that he had to just say, "Yo, I'm not even gonna put y'all out there."
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep it very demure. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get beloved real quick. Get my baby. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Why they hired you. Here's your reality check, diva. What's the name you'd like me to make it out to? You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease.
First of all, what is a green cut crease? I mean, you like that just sounds right, fam. I'm gonna do like Woody. But you put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, brother.
Just trying to, keep the flies off the drip, bro.
All right, no, good enough. Good enough. All right, man. So let's go ahead and play the video that's got everyone in a frenzy. So his latest tour in DC has been so bad and so unpleasurable, right? First of all, he basically said that this plate of food smells like a very basically like a promiscuous lady. That's in so many words. He being nice about it. All right, being nice about it. Hold on here.
As a team, and also a personal decision to not post most of them. So out of those 12, I probably only got like 1 or 2 more that I'm gonna post. And the reason for that, a lot of those videos are mine.
He said out of those 12.
Yeah.
These are recommended spots. He's not like freestyle say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, let's go to that black-owned business. No, someone said, hey, bruv, go here.
Yeah.
My opinion, aren't constructive at all. And before the narrative start, I'm gonna show a few clips of the places that we did go to. And again, I don't think they're constructive. So for privacy of the restaurants that we went to, I'm not gonna say what restaurant it is. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of our personal experience. It's the whiting with the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese. Fortunately, I won't be trying any of it. As always, I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just be honest. The smell of this, insane. This perforated the whole car immediately. So much so that
I've never heard someone say perforated before. Is that a word? In pre-production, you should have found out perforated was a word now.
Yeah.
Holding you accountable.
my family went back in and asked if they fried it in the same place that they did the shellfish. And come to find out they do. And it smelled like it. It smells like shellfish. It smells like frozen fish. It smells like fish. It smells almost unedible, in my opinion. I don't want to smoke.
It's ready then. Somebody will eat.
The entire customer service experience, in my opinion and in my family's opinion, was completely unprofessional. It said on the IG that they opened at 1 o'clock. The truck didn't open up until 2:50 as a team, and also a personal decision to not post most of it.
Hold on, let me see if we find anything else. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on, beloveds.
Me and my family are still in the DMV, and there's a few things I want to talk about. So let's talk about it. I know we only posted about 3 spots from Washington, but we went to about 12, and we made a decision as a family and as a team, and also a personal decision.
Yo, when he say that, right, I have to imagine what's the conversation like. I mean, I want to know, was they all like standing up in a circle when they had the conversation? Like, that's not a conversation where like somebody had their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
All right, this is some serious stuff. And I wonder, like, how long did it take them to come to the conclusion of we can't do this?
Yeah.
we cannot do this. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, how hungry was they?
Yeah, I'll be so mad. I'll walk in expecting to get some good food. Yeah, bad customer service and their food's terrible.
Oof. Yep, that sounds like black business. That's about right. That's about right. No, my sandwich is in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the sandwich.
To not post most of them. So out of those 12, I probably only got like 1 or 2 more that I'm gonna post. And the reason for that, a lot of those videos, in my opinion, aren't constructive at all. And before the narrative starts, I'm gonna show a few clips of the places that we did go to. And again, I don't think they're constructive.
Somebody will eat.
The entire customer service experience, in my opinion, and when they went back to go get the food, they saw her preparing it. No gloves, no wash of hands, no gloves, no wash of hands. They saw her preparing it. No gloves, no wash of hands, grabbing money, grabbing strawberries, grabbing Fruity Pebbles, and putting it on top.
You got money in strawberries.
Yeah, money's like mad dirty.
Not Demir.
Our food.
Some chicken tastes weird.
The reason
The chicken tastes weird.
is because a lot of the restaurants we've been recommended since we've been here.
Yeah, it's like you trying out to puke on camera.
And I'm not the target audience just based on the pictures.
With her hand. She requires her hand. Stupid cereal with her hand.
And I did have a question. Do you guys have running water?
I ain't got no point to lie. We just out here eating food, praying, staying with our families, minding our business. We also went to a lot of places that were recommended. That's one thing that I really want to make clear in this video, is that we went to places that were recommended and we did a lot of research. We've been here for a week, and every day since we've been here, we've been in a Sprinter for at least 10 hours a day, just going around trying food, driving an hour to each spot. And since we've been here, we've been blessed enough to sow $30,000 to various restaurants around the DMV. So I don't appreciate it, and I don't think it's fair that we get criticized for not doing research or not going to a lot of restaurants in DC or the DMV area. I've noticed how the media has been pushing since we've been here. A lot of media outlets picked up on the fact that I see restaurants out here, in my opinion, tend to lean towards promoting alcohol more than that's been headlines more than us being in an actual city. Being blessed enough to touch the people that we touch. We ran to a lot of people that was extremely nice. We even went to a comedy show randomly. That's another reason why I'm keeping most of those videos, to protect the restaurant owners, because it's not going to be constructive and it's just going to be them getting tore down. And I don't want that. Past those 12 videos, I still got about 6 or 7, and I'm going to be releasing those throughout the next couple of days. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Man, I'll tell you right now, listen, if Keith Lee was Keisha Lee, all these tours would end with her fighting with the restaurants. It want to know it'll be a fight. One way or the other, it'll be a fight. She want to fight one of the waitresses. It would have been if Keisha Lee, if it was Keisha Lee would have at least 3 fights on camera by now. At least 3 fights on camera with a waitress or 2. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 things. Listen, you're a woman. It's 2 kind of women that you don't want to get into it with. A waitress of any kind and a stripper. Went down to my sister. You know what I'm saying? If you find out that Shorty do any kind of dancing and whatnot, y'all get into it, stand down. Okay? She's been through too much. Yeah. You're not going to win. Okay? Yeah. But anywho, here we are.
We were talking about that was crazy.
What clip?
Oh, that girl that got her tooth knocked down, her lip was like busted all the way open.
That was more than that. It was like she had an extra lip.
Yeah, that's what I can't like describe it. It was like so jarring.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand, how did a person do that to you? I mean, like, did you fight Wonder Woman? Yeah. Like, I mean, that's the only thing that Dow explained. Or she must have fought She-Hulk.
Yeah, I think the BBL boosts her power.
I feel so bad with. Well, he think every butt he sees a BBL. You know what I'm saying? He think everything's a BBL. He see kind of boosts a BBL. Anywho, I don't want to think about that. Cause I'm like, first of all, I don't like seeing girls fight like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially, I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't like seeing girls get actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same way. I don't think women like seeing guys be too broke. I think when you see guys too broke, like, oh God, too broke. You know, you feel a little bad for them. You know what I mean? It's like seeing like a young homeless dude. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, oh goodness gracious, man, I don't even want to look. You know, but all right. So I know you're wondering, Six Paths, what does Dame Dash have to do with any of this? So, Black folks, we have a thing where we love to be sold the fly-ish. You know what I'm saying? We love something that sounds good. Yeah. Because the reason why what Dame has to do with this is that, again, this conversation is about basically what is Black entrepreneurship, and what does it mean for us, or will we be caught up in hearing all these terms and phrases and things that sound good? Generational wealth. Yeah. You don't go half of the bills with no man. If you broke, just say that. All that, right? But we got to ask ourselves, you know, because a lot of us, or it seems as though a lot of us have an aspiration to have a little more, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the issue I think that we have is that, for one, we're not sure how to go about getting that. But it starts with, and it's not just people who are being entrepreneurs. It's about our presentation in general. Like I always say, the first thing that it starts with is your level of self-correction and your aspiration to be a better person and put that effort into being a better person, a good person every day. That's only going to come through self-correction and you continuing to refine your definition of right from wrong. Because we have unique situations that happen to us, and maybe only us, or maybe it can seem that way. But we don't have a clear definition of right from wrong. Then again, how does any growing take place? And one big issue that we have as Black people is that when you have low self-esteem, that's a sign. Okay, your inability to take on a critique or be held accountable for something you did wrong can also speak to insecurity and low self-esteem. All right, because low self-esteem, I'm gonna get it, and that's a very hard thing to kind of define. But when you have low self-esteem, you are more fragile than other people, and your ego is more fragile. It's easily shattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I consider myself, all right, let me stop. I can't use myself as an example. I'm going to scratch that whole metaphor. We're already at 51 minutes, and it's time for us to tie in our beloved Dame Dash. So our beloved Dame Dash was in the news recently, and I bring him up because Dame went viral about 10 years ago during the interview that he had the Breakfast Club, and he was going over the subject of ownership, right? And it's one of these things where Black folks will give you half the picture or half truth in the part that sound good, and he's making a valid point, but he's oversimplifying a very complicated thing. And what he's basically saying is that you're an entrepreneur, you own a business, and that wasn't what that conversation was about. So we're going to revisit it. We're going to play this a quick clip and whatnot. YouTube, don't be hating, mind your business. I did nothing to you or your ilk. All right. Don't be hit me with no weird stuff about, you have some copyright. Shut up. Relax. This is the God right here. It's Dame. All right?
When I was in the street, someone wasn't your boss. They gave you an opportunity.
Okay.
They gave you...
Let me bring it back.
You're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor. It's not yours. So how much money can you get paid to not? There's no money in this world for someone to pay me so they could call me, so I could call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy.
And listen, when you first hear that, what he's doing, now let me tell you something. Matter of fact, we're gonna let him rock. But if you watch the whole interview, this is at a point where he's being challenged. And also, he understands that because Dame has so much success, and in a lot of different ways, Dame is like a Black history lesson. Because what Dame did with Rockefeller Records was revolutionary for the industry. It was extremely inspiring, especially if you were of age or socially conscious around that time, meaning that you're outside, you're in the mix, you're going to parties, you're listening to music, and you was around for the Rockefeller era, which was a glorious empire. But he wasn't able to sustain that level of success after his split from Jay-Z, right? And that's another big part of success is, you could be a quote-unquote good businessman or a decent businessman, or maybe really for the most part, people who are quote-unquote businessmen and women, they're hard workers and overachievers. It doesn't always mean that they can create something out of thin air and they can go from being not existing to being the biggest thing in the world. Pause. It's not a thing that everyone could do. All right. For the most part, if you made a lot of money doing whatever you're doing, that meant that you got a once in a lifetime opportunity. He had a once in a lifetime opportunity to work with Jay-Z, who wound up being one of the best rappers to ever exist. All right. And what they did was great. But Dame's downfall, his downfall was the reason why a lot of Black people who set out to be business owners and run establishments, they get caught up in being able to talk that shit. Because right now, Dame is talking that ish. right? And what he's saying, it sounds good. It sounds like he's telling you something. It sounds like he's checking everyone there. Because we watched it. If you never made no money, right? When you hear him say that, it's like, oh shoot, boss. But again, he's playing on the low self-esteem that Black folks have. We have a very fragile sense of identity. We don't know who we are, so we can very easily be swayed and be influenced, and we can introduce an idea or phrase it a certain way. And what he played off of was the fact that it was two different things. One, he knows that people are questioning what's up with your success level. It's not what it was before.
Yeah,
he either tricked you all the way out that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And then he made it completely about, oh, no, I make my own rules. And I'm saying, so you know what? And he started bringing in again a very Black concept, and it's a Black concept of corniness and what's corny. And in that breath, he made it corny.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To have a job, even though everyone in the room, he's talking Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy. These are all people who are doing very well. People who make at least probably around $1 million a year, at least, or at least $500,000. Especially at that point. All people made at least between $300,000 and $500,000 a year. You can't tell someone that's making that kind of money that they're doing things the wrong way.
Yeah.
But another thing about being a boss is that, and again, we love when someone's talking that ish. Boss just sounds good. Yeah. But like I was saying before, he's playing into the idea that, for one, Negro, you don't know how to be free. So anytime we hear no rules, we gravitate towards that and don't think, no. The higher up you go, the more rules there are. Remember, I was telling you about how when I worked at my job before, when I was leaving the previous job I was at, that was a job where I got to stay home 2 days a week. All right, well, not stay at home, but I could work. I didn't have to be in the physical office for 2 days a week. And but really, for the most part, I never really had to be in the office. Just for the most part, I could do my job anywhere as long as I attended to all my appointments and whatnot. So I had all that freedom to do what I wanted to do. But that other job was saying, yo, we're going to pay you forever. We're going to keep paying you more for about 10 years or so. It's a very competitive rate. You got benefits, all this type of stuff. But I had to stay inside. It's just not a job where I'm in the field and stuff like that. My point being is that, yeah, I thought about that. I thought about the freedom that I was giving up, but I also thought about what I was going to gain. You know what I mean? But if I have a false idea of what freedom means, because freedom is not supposed to mean that I have a job where they're going to pay me, but I'll be doing whatever I want. Black folks love that. We love getting over on someone, not realizing that's a cause that you're making for your life. Is that the kind of cause? Is that the kind of cause you want to make for your future? Is that I have a job where I get by, while I'm getting by, I'm getting over on somebody? You understand? But anyway, let me go ahead and play the rest of this clip. Fair use, YouTube, don't be hating.
How can a man call another man, yo, that's my boss? We don't do that.
I mean, everybody at some point has to have a boss, right?
No, not in Harlem. Oh, okay. Put it like this.
Because you're somebody's boss.
No, I'm not somebody's boss. I'm.
Nigga said I'm not somebody's boss.
Yes.
If you pay someone to do a job, sir, you know what they mean. But what he's doing is, keyword was Harlem, not in Harlem.
Yeah.
Negroes from Harlem talk about Harlem. That's why it's called Harlem World, because it literally is its own universe. Yeah. Now, mind you, he was just talking that fly Harlem stuff. He basically was just keeping y'all from asking him, "Are you broke?"
Yeah.
That was his main thing, was avoiding the "Are you broke?" question. You know what I'm saying? And what you up to now, and how is that going? But the thing is, when you run the most successful hip-hop label that ever exists, or the most impactful hip-hop label that ever exists, right? Because not only that, they just had Rockefeller, they had Rockaware, which was a very popular brand for a number of years. You know what I'm saying? And that was also unprecedented in terms of a rapper being able to have a successful clothing line that was popular, that people actually wore. Sneezing is a sign of weakness in my book.
You just sneeze.
It's different when I do it. You don't have a beard.
All right. Don't cut it out.
All right, well, fair enough. All right, let's play this next clip, man. Let's play the clip that got everyone up in arms, man. So this is where I'm gonna play it from. So this is a clip from 50 where he was talking about the honestly, I kind of feel like 50 uses as an opportunity to kind of like attack Dame. It really had nothing to do with Dame, but 50 was having a conversation about he's on $1 million worth of game, and he's commenting on Dame Dash's comments on how much money $1 million really is.
How much money did he give for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Okay, add the taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now. He said, well, "That ain't no money. Like after you get your watch, chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing." Right? And I was like, "Nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money."
Right.
I think I hit the lotto.
Right.
Me not having no money. I feel like now me and 50 should have a battle. No gangster shit. I'm 53 years old. That would be whack and corny for the culture. But he's in the television network business now. So if I was a rapper, I would be like, all right, I'm gonna make a diss record. You make a diss record. Let's do CEO rule, right? You drop your television network today. You should be able to do that because you have power and you have the resources, and you get money.
How much money did he give for that first?
Not doing that, bro.
Mr. Krabs not doing it. Why was Mr. Krabs doing anything?
He said that. That's who he is.
Yo, all right, man. I know if I have faith in this boy, he gonna start contenting. That boy started content now. He called 50 Cent Mr. Krabs. Are you trying to say that he's Hollywood's Mr. Krabs? Nah, but he a black dude, man. He not Mr. Like if he a black dude, he gotta be Mr. Seafood Broil. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Seafood Broil or Mr. Crab Legs. Mr. Crab Legs. That's what I created. That was a good one, Sashifer. The Sash this monster.
Yeah. All right. The Sash this monster is crazy.
The Lock Best monster. You got the best of me.
Yo.
Anywho, all right. Let me. I want to get some background because all right. So for one, I want to play this video, man, but I don't want y'all hate. Let's see what happens if I get not a strike, but if they say no, you can't play that, I'll just cut it out. Let me play the video that 50's talking about. Now, what's crazy is hold on a second. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the video that's this. All right, this is what he's talking about. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
To get your jury game up.
Oh, yeah.
And things are $1,000. First is tax half. So that's $500,000 right then and there. Boom. So now you got $500,000 left. The first thing you got.
I'm not going to show it on screen because I don't want no hate, fair use. So he's going through basically how much $1 million is when you're a rapper. Now, of course, if Bez got $1 million, he's 18. He's going to put the $1 million in his pocket, going about his day and order some DoorDash. Okay, that's going to be that. And I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm full. I have so much confidence that you can definitely blow $1 million within a day. I just feel like it's possible. I just feel like you want to put all that money into a bad Bitcoin. In fact, them Nigerians gonna get that money from you.
That's crazy, bro.
Them Nigerians gonna get that money from Bez. Within 3 days, Nigerians gonna get you.
Not trust, bro.
The Nigerians, you are very vulnerable to Nigerians.
It's very vulnerable for Nigerians. It's crazy.
For Nigerians, is your greatest kryptonite. The Nigerians get all that bread from it. They get about $450,000 for you, man. They're gonna tell you that they're on an oil rig. All right, it's gonna be oil rig. Listen, it's gonna be a bad drawing. It's gonna message you saying, "Listen, I'm a very sexy woman. I'm on an oil rig. And I need money to keep the oil rig afloat." Send me Bitcoin.
I'd be crazy trying to like explain that to you guys. Though.
Oh man, I feel like as you get older and bigger, man, we get closer and closer. So you tell me a story in a way that's so trash that means you got to fight, because that would take you so long to explain that. First of all, you go
No, I'd fix it by like starring.
Oh, you start lying?
I'm like getting on like a reality TV show or something. Just
so arrogant. You think you just get a reality TV show? You think you are Christian Rock?
I'll find some way to milk it.
Pause. Nah, you're done. You are now a 15-time Hall of Famer. He's a 15-time. He'll be inducted on Monday. What's Monday? Monday the 9th, September 9th. Or because I do induction ceremonies on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I do 2 on Fridays, and I wear a pinstripe suit. He will be inducted on either the 9th, the 11th, or the 13th as a 15-time Paul's Hall of Famer.
I'm gonna be there, man.
All right, well, your award's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come. Pause. Anyway, all right, good enough. Anywho, so let me keep playing the draw so you can hear what we're talking about.
You got to do is get a nice car. My truckity truck. There's 100,000. Now you got 4 left. You got to get your jewelry game up, and things are costing a lot lately. I like necklaces. So let's say you spend 100 on the low ball side. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to keep up with everyone else. So now you got what, 300,000 left. You got to get a place to live, and you don't have good credit because you're just coming from the street. So you got to drop more than 20%. I'm at home, baby. So now you got about 250 left. Now your homeboys think you got way more than you have, and you got to look out for everybody on your block. So put 50 to that. You got to keep your fresh together. I love my Gucci fits. They telling me. So you're going to spend 50 on fresh. Your sneakers, you got to pop tags every single day. So put 50 on that.
Get your pair of these right here.
You have an overhead where you have to maintain all these things every month. So now you might have 20,000 in bills every single day. You know what I'm saying? And there it is. It's gone. There's no more money. It's a wrap. Your million is nothing.
So, that's what that's based off of. So, so in that video you guys hear, he's not. All right, so that's what 50's talking about. That was not no conversation where he said, "Hey, you, Curtis Jackson, come here a second. How's it going? I heard you got $1 million from Eminem. You think you got money? Ninja, you ain't got no money." No, he's talking about that's what 50's talking about. Yeah. And that was very real. It wasn't like he made that stuff up. Like in 02, it's not much different now, but in the 02, 03 climate, when all this is going on and whatnot, yeah, that's especially like jewelry's always been important and will still be important, but you can get away with a lot more. Honestly, for the most part, we find out more and more that, if you really smart, you will realize I'm actually pretty famous and I don't need real jewelry. Yeah. No one's gonna know and no one cares, really. All right. The whole point is it looks nice. No one cares if I have real jewelry on. All right. Like even that whole jewelry thing, that's a D-boy thing. I had a conversation earlier with a very with an Indian man who had a lot of marijuana. And I was saying to him, how much dope boy culture influences the entire you know what? I did not check my mic the whole time. Oh, been on a nasty mic the whole time. Well, so that's how. Ooh, goodness gracious, that is a waste. I hate that mic. It sounds terrible.
Might sound like RFK.
What's RFK?
Oh, Robert Kennedy. You don't know how he sounds. Never heard him talk?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get where you're going with it. I mean, I have an idea. Oh, that makes me sad. I hate when we do that. Well, so what? What you want to know that? When I told you before, like, you can't worry about things being perfect all the time. They can't erase who we were. All right. Well, let's keep it going. So that's what 50 was talking about. All right. So that was very real. So we got the original clip. So everything kind of came together, and so we're gonna finish all this off by playing the video where Dame Dash's teeth fall out. You know what I'm saying? On live. Okay. And let's go ahead and let that roll. I think that's.
I want to talk about.
Baby, I'm doing a video. Okay. Give me a second. Okay.
Talk about.
See if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal.
My bad, y'all. I guess I'm about to cut the video short because well, not really short. We've been going for an hour, but I'll play this on again. My bad, yo. Little one came on camera and whatnot. 1 second. Where this right here?
I want to see you direct the movie. I want to see your clothing line. I want to see if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal.
Woo! Let's put that joint out. Nah, man. Nah, bro. Yo, that's marketing, bro. That's marketing. This is no way. He carries around that piece in his mouth all day long. There's no way that you could just let some teeth fall out your mouth like that. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's his first day having these fake teeth. Okay, first of all, so that's a lot. That would be a whole. It's a lot going on.
Yeah. Okay.
So I ain't gonna lie. With the original video I showed y'all, when you got him issuing a challenge to 50 and whatnot, when like Angry Man was saying, 50 got the whole power universe. Don't get me wrong. I don't watch none of them shits. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, somebody's watching. And I don't think no one's watching your platform, my boy. I mean, I hope it I don't think we gotta go a different way, man. Yeah. I hope it's marketing and whatnot. But let's go ahead and get into the Dame Dash effect. So I think that interview was very influential with black folks when he's going into the whole boss and having the bosses like Console and your daddy and stuff like that. I mean, let me explain how getting money actually works. So what's interesting is, it's one thing he says that is that, don't get me wrong, everyone don't have the same opportunities and whatnot, and there are benefits and the rewards to being an entrepreneur and a business owner and whatnot. No one said you can't, but being a business owner is not the only way to make a lot of money. Okay, one of the best and easiest ways to make a lot of money is having multiple skills and multiple things you could do, and taking that money and buying things that will either appreciate with value or earn you money while you're not necessarily doing physical labor. So the oldest trick in the book is to build a stock portfolio or some kind of portfolio of things that appreciate with value, buying gold and buying gold, buying property, and buying ownership. You know what I mean? So like stocks and stuff like that. And now I can't really say Bitcoin is supposed to be a way of doing transactions and your particular brand you invest in to do transactions that you want to be anonymous or cryptic or whatever it is, whatnot. That's what it's for, but it's treated as if it's some kind of stock, and it's going to go up in value, go up and down in value. But it's now become a means of someone's just taking money. I mean, they can have you buy into this coin, and then they can go ahead and empty the account that the coin is based on, and now boom, the coin is now useless. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, going back into the whole boss mindset and what that really means. Now, again, boss sounds good, but we also got to think about why does boss sound so good? So is it Rick Ross's fault? Maybe. The boss, Ricky Ross, the boss. Okay, and one of the reasons why, like I said before, that sounds good to us because it means that I don't gotta listen to no white people. And also, again, we have this thing where we think no rules means freedom. No, more rules mean more freedom. The reason why we have this quality of life we have today is because of the rules that men put in place. You can't be like offing people, okay? You can't be taking stuff from people. You can't be doing, basically, you can't just be doing stuff to people, all right? That's from laws, and from there, civilization forms. From civilization comes art, comes culture, and ultimately, we got BBLs. Maybe we done too well. All right. But the issue that it causes is that it makes someone focus on an ego and on what sounds good to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm a boss. That feels good. And listen, I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? You know I done seen it all, and I done done it all to the fullest. Okay. Now, seriously, so I've gone from doing my own thing completely and being an entrepreneur to getting my job back. And the reason why I went and got my job, I didn't want to quit my job to begin with. I only left because at the time I couldn't really do both. Now, in hindsight, I realized that it would have been better to keep fighting to find people to hire to do the work, because it was a kind of business where I can also do the work and also run it. But then I realized in hindsight that I was doing the work of about 3 or 4 people. All right. And I don't regret it, but at the same time, there's no point of being a boss of nothing. All right. Because if you have a thing going on and it makes no money and it continues to make no money, it's like, what's really the value in that? Don't get me wrong, you're free to pursue any path that you want to in life, but you have to also be thinking about what is the outcome, what results am I getting, and what's really worth it, and what opportunities do I have. Now, I mean, most people who really can make a lot of money or who are millionaires have a 9 to 5. Okay, and again, hustle culture makes you believe in these fantasies of how people actually attain having a secure lifestyle and existence, a comfortable existence and whatnot. All that money, I always think about what Willie May said. This is back when I first had closed the business, because the plan was I would close my agency, then I would get my job back and whatnot, my great job, and then I was going to do another agency originally, but I said, you know what, the world needs this content. But also I realized that once I got this popping, I can do multiple channels, and not only that, I can make this kind of money a lot easier, and I can make a lot more money. Babe, we're doing a video, okay? Go to bed, babe. It's bedtime, baby. It's almost 11 o'clock. Bedtime. Lay down. There's no tablet tomorrow. Okay? We almost done. We're going to turn lights out so we can go to bed, okay? But anywho, but my overall point being is it's a lot of us out here that then spent your PPP loan money, the extra money you was getting during the pandemic and whatnot. You spent all that on someone's course or a business that someone sold you, and then you got nothing out of it but an experience and everything, and you didn't get a new skill. All right, you're not really ascending, and a lot of it. Not only that, I can't say a lot of people actually even deserve it. I'm like, yo, like, what is it about you that deserves to be the kind of person who makes a bunch of money? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you think because you watched the YouTube video, or you overpay for someone to sell you a course full of information that you could have found online, that you deserve to be a million? No, that's not how it works. Yeah. You have to provide value for the world. And I bought the Dame Dash effect because, again, that man was just deflecting in that interview. And he wound up, I'm not saying this is all because of him, but the whole mindset of just, it doesn't matter whether or not I'm actually doing well in what I'm doing. It's whether or not I can look good talking ish. I can look good talking down. You know what I mean? And I can say that I'm a boss. Don't get me wrong, it felt good to say I was a boss. But again, once things started going left and whatnot, and not that I felt like, oh man, the answer, you just get a job. But again, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to bring up the quote from Willie May. Willie May, my OG Willie May said, she said to me, when I first had closed the agency and everything, and I had to do to put money in my pocket. She said, and she was saying, hey, I've been in that position before. You got to realize that money is green. The money that you're going to get from doing what you're doing is the same money, and it works the exact same way. I got to understand. The money you get from your job and the money that you earn is the same color. It's green. And don't get me wrong. If you have a successful business or you have a skill that you can turn to a business and make money, all right, cool. But the reality is this, again, a majority or overwhelming majority of small businesses fail. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it. But if you're going to start a business, you have to actually create that's why they ask you for a business plan when you ask for a loan. Whether you're looking for a loan or not, you should have a business plan. Actually, how are you going to achieve your goals? All right. But anywho, all right, we're almost at the hour and 20 mark and whatnot, and this boy gotta go to sleep, and I need to go to sleep too. It's too late. It's getting late. Why you gotta be here beside me? I think that's how it goes. That's real. Real talk. You wouldn't know. Anywho, oh man, it's a whole hour and 20. We forgot to say like, share, subscribe.
Share and subscribe. Wow.
I mean, that's assuming that. No one's going to see this part of it. All right, they're going to see the first minute. All right, they'll realize that he's on the nasty mic. So my guys, he's on that nasty mic again. We're out of here. Peggy packed the kids up, and they're gonna leave on the midnight train in Georgia when they hear that audio. Yo, go on. First of all, what train come at midnight? No, they talking about. So every time I hear that song, I always imagine that they hop on the side of like a freight train. You know what I mean? First of all, hop on a freight train is mad dangerous. You kill yourself trying to hop on a freight train.
Yeah, it looks so easy.
Yeah, if you know how athletic you got to be to have not only that, but have a suitcase. Yeah. And have some kids too, and throw the kids on there, throw your girl on there and whatnot. And they put their arm out, and then you run fast as a train. You know how fast that train is moving. All right, you know what I mean? Like, listen, if you was like Superman, you might still get everybody neck broke. You might still break a neck if you Superman. All right, but anywho, y'all be safe out there, man. Relax, chill out. Don't do too much. Very demure, very mindful. We're gonna go ahead and ride this wave until it's out of here, because I don't want to feel like right. I don't want to feel like once it's done, I didn't get enough demurs off. I think people like, man, this demure thing gonna last forever. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get all my demurs off before it's done, and I do what I came here to do. Yeah. Anyway, all right, we out, man. 6 past Dice Miss Lane if you need me, and he really going to the best. Okay, we gotta have that family meeting. All right, peace, y'all.